All right. Good morning, everyone. I'm just a little quiet today. No intro music. Sammy is sleeping. Today is September 13th, 2025. Um, I went to bed super early last night because I wanted to get plenty of sleep for Japanese festival, which we're going to today. Um, yeah, I don't think we're going to The Conjuring. Probably not today because I got up ass crack of dawn. Um, but yeah, that's what we're doing today. There's a Japanese festival. We're gonna go hang out with some friends and family and go do it. We've done it before, and it's pretty cool. There's like anime related stuff, but it's not like a Comic Con. There's also like it's just celebrating like Japanese culture in general. Like there's like usually sumo wrestling bodysuits, and you can sumo wrestle people. Um, they have like food there, music, Japanese like kanji where they'll draw your name and stuff like that. Pretty cool shit. As far as update, yeah, I just worked yesterday. I'm off today and tomorrow. So most likely, knock on wood, I will be putting out hopefully several podcasts. I've been putting them out like crazy lately. I told you guys, man, this is what I want to do for a living. If God allows it, um, and the algorithms and just the system in general of podcasting. Um, it's oversaturated. There's a lot of podcasters out there, which is cool. I should have got into it years ago. Just got into the game earlier, you know. But I still do it for fun. Uh, I love doing it. I mean, I put out like 12 this week, 12 podcasts in 1 week. You know, so to me that's pretty impressive, and I just enjoy doing it. Plus, there's a lot of shit going on with this Charlie Kirk stuff right now. So not last episode, but the episode before that, we covered the whole ring conspiracy. Luke Radowski covered it, and he showed a video clip of Charlie flipping the ring in between his fingers. Now, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, it's an AI video." By the way, too, like all these people saying that this is like a hoax and that it's fake. It doesn't piss me off. You know, I'm a conspiracy theorist. You can believe whatever you want. I've heard people tell me that, 9/11, that the planes were holograms. And I'm not saying they are, but I mean, I've looked at the videos and it is weird how the plane cuts through the building like butter. Um, Interesting stuff. So you could tell me the craziest shit and I'll listen, you know. And I'll entertain the idea. You know, I'm not over here. Obviously, this is a conspiracy channel. I'm not over here like some blue-pilled maniac who's going to be like, nope, and just try to debunk everything. Over the years, I have become more cynical and more jaded, I guess. But I'll listen to anything, dude. You know, you could come up to me with the craziest fucking theory and I'll listen to it. I just don't believe every single thing I hear. I've had people come into comment sections, you know, being like, you need to change the name of your channel. You're more of a skeptic than anything. And it's like, yeah, I think that's how every person should be, is skeptical of everything. So I just find it funny, though, that all these people saying that this Charlie Kirk stuff is a hoax, they're not even agreeing with each other. You got some people saying that he had a tube running from underneath his shirt that spurted out blood. And then you got people saying it's AI because the ring changed on his finger. So, the Luke Radowski. I almost wanted to say Rook Ladowski. I just woke up drinking coffee. Luke Radowski, his debunk of it was that he was fidgeting with his ring, and he does apparently like bounce it between fingers. God Rules is a channel I watch. There's God Rules 1 and God Rules 2. Like I said, I listen to everyone, Christian, non-Christian. Hang on just a second. To me, it's very important not to trap yourself in an echo chamber, and I've always preached this. Don't trap yourself in an echo chamber. Just because you disagree with somebody on one little thing doesn't mean you should unsubscribe and throw the baby out with the bathwater, because you're probably missing out on good info. If you subscribed to them in the first place, that meant that they said something that made sense to you. So, just saying. I disagree with God Rules on a lot of shit. He's kind of a QAnon guy. He talks about Kim Clement. Some of his stuff is just, honestly, to me, just bubblegum for the brain. Social commentary. I'm more into conspiracies. I want to hear about, Israeli art students in 9/11 World Trade Center before 9/11, and there's pictures of TNT behind them. I want to hear that type of shit, rather than, oh, did you hear McDonald's is raising their prices again? But hey, this isn't me bashing him. It's just saying I still subscribe and I still watch him, because sometimes he puts out some awesome fucking nuggets. So this latest episode that I seen of his, it was either yesterday or today that it was put out yesterday, I believe, a day ago. He covered kind of just Charlie Kirk in general. And he actually showed still frames on this episode. I had heard that the bullet hit Charlie, who apparently was wearing a bulletproof vest. And like I said, I've said this throughout the last 3 Charlie Ward episodes we've been covering. Fog of War, dude. I used to be a journalist. I used to write for the newspaper. And they've always told us, dude, every single story, whenever a story breaks, there's always going to be fog of war. A lot of people are, yes, you should be harsh on the mainstream media, because the mainstream media is the propaganda arm of the government. Thanks, Smith-Month Act and Obama. But there is this thing called the fog of war. Anytime a story breaks, no matter what, it's not going to be 100% factual. It's impossible. It is literally impossible. And we were warned this in journalism classes of basically like, you're going to report the wrong info. It's unavoidable, because when a story breaks, no one knows exactly what's going. It's all kind of hearsay, I mean, look, when Charlie got shot, they arrested some bald old guy saying he was the shooter. Turns out the guy was just a liberal nutcase, but everyone was reporting that was the dude. Fog of war. But I had heard originally that Charlie was wearing a bulletproof vest, and it ricocheted off the bulletproof vest into his neck. And I watched the video slowed down, and I don't know, you do see his chest go up and his shirt go up. And then you see the puncture wound in the neck. So after seeing new still frames and hearing more about it, apparently this is what God Rules is saying, that it did ricochet off his chest. The bullet fractured into 2 pieces. A shard went through the neck, and then a shard, he actually shows the still frame, a shard hits his ring, and it bust the back of it, like split the back of it, knocked a huge chunk out of it. And that's why it looks like the ring Ow, this thing's, it's my tetragrammaton. Shit's fucking stuck. That's why the ring looks like it like drops down to another finger. It literally is falling. And you actually do, he shows the still frame, see like the ring's here in front. This would be in front, not on. It's like falls in front. There's a shard like in the air, and you can actually see the shard. So go check them out. And like I've said, I'm not shit talking. This is just how I talk. I speak very abruptly, and a lot of people think, man, this guy's harsh and mean, and it's like, I'm not being mean. This is just how I talk. You know, I'm a punk, dude. You know, it takes like a lot of people years to get used to the way I speak. When they first hear me, they're like, this guy's a dick, and I'm like, no, I just cuss a lot, and I'm very blunt. I do like God Rules, you know. He's a cool channel. I like him. He seems cool. Otherwise, I wouldn't watch him, you know. But, yeah. That's an update on the whole ring thing. So, I don't think it's AI. And after seeing the still frames, it's like, yeah, the ring got shot. And seeing the ring, they actually do show the ring of the back of it busted out and shit. I don't know. That's the newest story with that. I wanted to give an update on that. So, here's the story we're going to talk about. I reported, this shows you how much time flies. I reported it had to have been 2 years ago, I believe. I was trying to think. 2 years ago, I reported on Hurricane Helene. And someone can correct me, but I'm pretty sure it was 2 years ago was Hurricane Helene. Which, in my opinion, was kind of like a land grab. It was the same year that the Maui fires happened. Speak of the devil. Those two parts of the year, those two events, I will call them, had a lot in common. And they actually kind of tie in with this Charlie Kirk shit. So hear me out. When the Maui fires happened, and I never really reported on it, if we have time at the end of this episode, which it's not looking like we will, they made a book. It was called, I don't remember the name of it, but they made a book literally the day after the Maui fires happened. And basically, people were like, how the fuck did this book get published in like one day after the Maui fires? And I think it's personally they're AI writing all these fucking books. And then you have the whole predictive programming shit. And I did a whole episode on a book I physically own, Nicholas Sparks, Counting Miracles. Where there's a segment, predictive programming, the Hurricane Helene and the town that it hits. We see this happen often. You know, Ingersoll Lockwood, Leave the World Behind. Like, it's nothing new. The Maui Fire book. So, there was a book that was published on Amazon the day before Charlie Kirk was shot. 9/9/25. Let's look into it. So, who is Anastasia J. Casey? By the way, I did a whole episode on this one. It's literally titled Counting Miracles, Nicholas Sparks. I could have probably named it something better to get more clicks, but I don't know. I'd name it how I feel. And if you're listening on Spotify, I will put it on the suggested episodes. So, who is Anastasia J. Casey? My theory is it's probably an AI author. Or it's someone who is in the know and did some predictive programming, some revelation of the method, lesser magic. Mysterious book, The Shooting of Charlie Kirk, surfaces online a day before the tragedy. So Charlie Kirk, a conservative politician, American activist, and an ally of U.S. President Donald Trump, was fatally shot dead at an event in Utah Valley University on Wednesday. Police in Utah have released a new video and images of a person of interest in the killing of... So this is an older article. They caught the guy. Go check out that episode. I recorded it yesterday. Kirk was speaking at a debate at Utah Valley University when authorities say a shooter... We already know. I'm not going to rehash that. So let's see. A new development. Okay. A new development has sparked confusion online and added to the confusion. Terrible writing. Has sparked confusion online and added to the confusion. Screenshots of a book titled The Shooting of Charlie Kirk, a comprehensive account of the Utah Valley University attack, the aftermath, and America's response. Published the day before. So there was a content creator. He's a body language reader. His name is Jesus something. You guys probably know who I'm talking about. Just type in Jesus body language. You'll be able to find his channel. Shout outs to him. Shout outs to God Rules too. Go check them out. Go subscribe to them and tell them who sent you. Maybe they'll give me a shout out one day. That's how this community's supposed to work. But I give about 1 billion shout outs and I never get shout outs. It's sad. I can't say never. I've had like 1 or 2 in my life, you know. So, a comprehensive account of the Utah Valley University attack, the aftermath, and America's response, credited to an author named Anastasia J. Casey, has surfaced online. And we might do a deep dive on her if she's even real. Kind of like how we did a little bit of a deep dive on Nicholas Sparks. Like, who is this motherfucker? How does he know what's going on? Who told him some shit? The book purportedly appeared to have a listed publication date of September 9th, 2025, one day before the shooting occurred. Sorry, I didn't mean to just jump to that, but what I was saying about this Jesus guy, the body reader, apparently he has written like 2 or 3 books, self-published, and they were put on Amazon. He said it takes 72 hours for a book to go through. Like, if I publish a book right now, it is not going to be on Amazon until 72 hours. And I think that's because of, like, processing and getting it in the system and all that jazz. He says it takes... He's done it 2 or 3 times. He said it takes 72 hours. Meaning that this book was published the day before. He says it had to have been written 3 days prior to the 9th, so 876. Meaning the book had to have at least been submitted to Amazon on the 6th. So, and then I also heard another content creator, it might have been God Rules, but they were saying that it only takes 24 hours. But even still, 24 hours, if the book was published on the 9th, 24 hours, it still would have had to have been submitted to Amazon on the 8th, 2 days before the shooting. So, you see where I'm going with this? So here we have like an example post on X that somebody showed a screenshot, and it wasn't God Rules, it was Minutes of Horror. He's got an awesome channel. Go check him out. And he actually did... It got taken down now. You could probably use the Wayback Machine. I've heard people say, oh, it's illegal to use that. I don't know. But he did actually get the scoop in time to actually go check it out and screenshot it before they took it down. So... props on him. But someone screenshotted this, and they're commenting. They posted this on X, and they said, who staged Charlie Kirk's assassination? The title is The Shooting of Charlie Kirk, a comprehensive account of the Utah Valley University attack, the aftermath, and America's response. The author is credited as Anastasia J. Casey. Amazon listing Kindle edition had a publication, but it was posted on the 9th. It's getting 1-star reviews. The same thing happened with the Maui Fire one, which was basically everyone found out like that someone had used AI to write a book in 24 hours, and the whole thing was literally all fucking climate change propaganda. So everyone just fucking swarmed it and gave it 1-star review. And that's what's happening with this Anastasia J. Casey. My theory is I don't even think that person's real. It's probably a fucking AI author. Because AI is making everything now, from movies to fucking books. AI written books, AI podcasts. There are AI podcasts now, AI true crime channels. And go check this episode out. Because you'll hear me basically say, let's not ruin Nicholas Sparks' life. I don't think this dude is I don't think this guy's like Illuminati or anything. He seems like a cool guy. He seems like a Christian. He writes like, from what I've seen, from the fragments I've read of this, he writes like stuff that your mom would read. Like, I really don't think this guy's like an evil satanic creep, you know? So like, I'm not saying if this Anastasia chick is real, don't fuck with her, man. And we really don't need that with this political climate right now, and with how the world is going. We really don't need to destroy people's lives and shit. If this person is real. If it's a robot, fuck it, you know? Fuck Skynet. Though the book listing has since been removed from Amazon, nothing to see here. Screenshots showing the book's cover, title, and date circulated widely on platforms like X, formerly known as Twitter. Users questioned the timing and authorship. The listing reportedly appeared on Amazon for a short time before being taken down. Images of the cover, title, and release date quickly circulated on X, sparking widespread speculation about possible foreknowledge of a cover-up. And, dude, this happens all the fucking time. It's happened 3 times. And I actually made a short video one time on YouTube, if you can even fucking find it. It's probably buried in the algorithm, but it was 9/11 predictive programming that I found. It was a commercial in a book. Literally, the book was called The Towers, or The Tower, and it was literally word for word 9/11, written in the 70s. And I posted it and showed it. I read it. I showed it. I made a little short about it, man. You'll have to go look it up on my YouTube channel. It's fucking crazy. Like, predictive programming's been going on for forever, you know? I mean, there's this whole story. We'll have to read it talk about it one day. There was an old book way back in the day, and I think it's Edgar Allan Poe related. Could be, maybe not. Maybe not. But it was a book about a boat called the Titan that sank. It hit an iceberg and sank. And it literally was written like the year before the Titanic. I mean, and we all know there's shadiness behind the Titanic with J.P. Morgan and all that. They've been doing this since like the 1800s. When people ask like, how far back does this shit go? Like, it goes back far, dude. So they've been doing predictive programming since like the 1800s, man. Or wait, no, sorry. Titanic was like 1910 or something. Sorry, I went a little too far back. This unusual timing led to widespread speculation about the book's origins and purpose. However, Economic Times cannot independently verify... Dude, seriously? My stupid cat, dude. He just blasts through the door like a battering ram. He does it all the fucking time. It's annoying. Where was I at? The unusual timing led to widespread speculation about the books. Hang on, guys. Hang on. What? I'm recording. What's up? Okay. Sorry, guys. The shooting of Charlie Kirk. This unusual timing led to widespread speculation about the book's origin and purpose. However, Economic Times, which is where this article I'm kind of reading from and dissecting, cannot independently verify the veracity of the book or the author. So at least they're admitting, like, hey, we're not debunking it. Even though I'm sure, all mainstream media, if it's mainstream, dude, it's literally Smith-Montauk, Operation Mockingbird, propaganda arm of the government. But you can tell there's like undertones of like, oh, I could just feel it. Whoever wrote this article on the other side, like, we so want to fucking debunk this shit. These motherfuckers are learning. Can someone investigate this perhaps? It's now pulled from Amazon online listing. Who is Anastasia Casey? Regardless of the credibility of the 9.9 published date, or 9.9 published date, sorry, it's the way they typed it, 9.9. It's 9.9, 9.9.25. 9.9! How did this book get out so quick? One user wrote. AI, dude. I'm telling you. AI is so fast, so smart, because it's pulling from all knowledge, basically the Library of Alexandria, the modern version, which is the fucking internet, dude. Yeah, it's all knowledge of everything that was ever on the internet. It's pulling from that, and it's so fucking fast. It can write a fucking book. That's why I'm saying, dude, like, art is dead. It's creating paintings, art, photographs, video, audio. There literally is like no use. I mean, to me, I like human art. I don't support AI art, at least not unintentionally, or not while I'm aware of doing it. I'm sure I'm doing it without knowing it, but art is dead, dude, and it's sad. It'll come to a time like this is gonna kill Hollywood, which is nice in one way. I mean, I will still watch like independent films of like, kind of like what me and Jason were talking about the other day. Go check that interview out. We kind of got into that part of film, we delved a little bit into conspiracy. So another post read, but check this out. Another book published today. How the hell can you get a book published and up for sale in such a short time? AI. Some social media users went a step ahead and drew comparisons to past events called a book entitled The Shooting of Charlie Kirk by Anastasia J. Casey has appeared on Amazon with a publication date of September 9th, 2025, a day before he was assassinated, one person commented. This is like how 9/11 had reporting strangeness. Someone is off on how quickly these people are making. Wow, you just jumped me all the way up to the article as soon as I start talking about 9/11. You wrote it, you put it in the article. Making these books, there are 2 or 3. Oh, by the way, when they're talking about this person mentioning the 9/11 reporting strangeness, they're talking about Building 7. If you guys are too young and don't know about this shit, because I am getting older and I'm a boomer. On 9/11, it was the BBC had a reporter reporting that Building 7, World Trade Center Building 7, had fallen, and you can literally see the building behind her still standing. This is how stupid the media is. And this is honestly how stupid people are, that they were watching this going, oh yeah, Building 7 fell. She's reporting that the building had fallen. when she's standing in front of the building, it's literally behind her shoulder. And it's still standing. This is how fucking crazy. The world is a stage. But, who is Anastasia J. Casey? We're going into overtime. Though little is known about Anastasia J. Casey, social media users are questioning the legitimacy and background of the author, adding an additional layer of mystery to an already tense situation. Netizens are asking how Anastasia J. Casey published a book about Charlie Kirk's shooting the day before it even happened. Amazon, in a statement, said that they have taken down the title in question. Quote, "We have content guidelines governing which books can be listed for sale, and we remove books that do not adhere to these guidelines. The title in question is no longer available for sale due to technical issue. A date of publication that had been displayed for the title, while it was briefly listed, was incorrect." So they're covering up shit. "And we apologize for any confusion this may have caused. The title was published late in the afternoon of September 10th, Amazon spokesperson said. I don't believe it. We've seen this happen. I covered Nicholas Sparks, Counting Miracles. Go check that episode out. It'll be in the related episodes below if you're listening on Spotify. If you're on YouTube, just go to my fucking channel. Type in Counting Miracles, Nicholas Sparks. There's a whole episode we did. They've done this a billion times before, predictive programming. And either they are super sloppy or, as an occultist, I'm telling you, it's revelation of the method, which ties in with lesser magic. There's greater magic and lesser magic. It is to karmically relieve themselves. They have to tell you what they're doing. Hey, I'm going to poke your eye. You go, haha, you're crazy, Abe. And then I poke your eye. And you went, ow, you actually poked my fucking eye. I told you I was going to do it. I get no bad karma now. I'm not saying that's true, but this is what these people believe. I warned you, bitch. I told you I was going to poke your fucking eye. I guarantee this Anastasia J. Casey, probably not even a real person. Probably an alias for an AI. A made-up AI person. I guarantee it. I guarantee this book is AI written. So, from what I've heard, I have not read the book. Dude, if you've read the book, or you have a copy of the book because they took it down, email me. Please fucking email me. I want to interview you so fucking bad. My email descriptions are my email is in the descriptions below. If you have a copy of this book, if you've read this book, I want to fucking interview you. Like, seriously. I'm trying to do more interviews for this channel, and I try to get people to reach out, like, interview me, homie. People are like, oh, I got amazing stories. Come on the show, you know? So, yeah, go check out the Nicholas Sparks episode. If you can, go find my 9/11 predictive programming video. It's a short that I put out. Let me know what you guys think. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to donate $1 or something, I have a Buy Me a Coffee account set up in the description below. And, yeah, y'all have a good day.